Have you ever encountered someone who walks into a room and instantly captures attention, not because they are loud, flashy, or overtly trying to stand out, but because there's an ineffable quality about them that feels effortlessly magnetic? This phenomenon is what we refer to as silent attractiveness. It transcends the need to be the center of attention. Instead, it's about commanding respect and admiration through a quiet, confident presence. This kind of energy is calm and composed, radiating a deep sense of self-assurance that naturally draws people in. Silent attractiveness is more than just a fleeting impression. It embodies an enduring quality that resonates with those around you. As the ancient philosopher Socrates once said, regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of. This highlights the importance of integrity, self-awareness, and authenticity, qualities that contribute significantly to one's silent charm. Being silently attractive does not hinge on having perfect looks or making grand gestures. Rather, it stems from how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how comfortable you are in your own skin. Consider someone like Mahatma Gandhi, who inspired millions not with loud proclamations, but through his peaceful demeanor and unwavering principles. His quiet strength commanded profound respect, illustrating that true attractiveness is rooted in character rather than appearance. It's about mastering habits that communicate confidence, kindness, and self-respect without demanding the spotlight. For instance, when you walk into a room, maintaining an open posture and making eye contact can convey confidence. A simple smile can also create an inviting atmosphere, making others feel comfortable and valued in your presence. The most encouraging aspect of this journey is that you do not need to change who you are to cultivate such a presence. You simply need to become more aligned with your best self. In this daily insight, we will explore 11 socially attractive habits inspired by Stoic wisdom. These habits are not mere gimmicks or quick fixes. They are timeless principles that empower you to build inner strength, emotional intelligence, and a quiet confidence that leads others to respect and admire you without any effort on your part. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasized the importance of self-mastery and virtue, illustrating that true strength lies in how we respond to life's challenges. We will discuss embracing independence, learning to stand firm in your beliefs and values, much like how Rosa Parks boldly asserted her rights, becoming a symbol of courage and dignity. Mastering silent elegance will be another key focus, exploring how the way you present yourself can leave a lasting impression. We'll delve into cultivating wisdom, understanding that knowledge is not just about accumulating facts, but applying insights with humility and grace. As we journey through these habits, you will become a person whose mere presence leaves a lasting impression. By the end of this episode, you will come to realize that true attractiveness is not something you chase after, it is something you cultivate from within. As the poet Rumi beautifully expressed, the wound is the place where the light enters you. This suggests that our struggles and growth contribute to our inner beauty and charm. Attractiveness is quiet, it is steady, and once you master it, you will witness how powerful it can be, not only in transforming how others perceive you, but also in reshaping how you view yourself. You may find that adopting these habits leads to deeper connections, more fulfilling relationships, and a stronger sense of self-worth. So, let's embark on this journey together, for becoming silently attractive is not about making noise, it's about making an impact without having to shout. In the words of Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This philosophy encourages us to approach life with intention and authenticity, allowing our silent attractiveness to shine through in every interaction. Habit 1. Cultivating Authentic Independence, the power of self-reliance. There exists a profound power in individuals who do not seek validation from others to affirm their worth, a quiet strength that is impossible to ignore. Authentic independence is not merely about distancing yourself from others or proving that you don't need anyone. Instead, it is about living life on your own terms, guided by your core values and finding fulfillment in who you are, independent of how others perceive you. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. This kind of independence is magnetic. It sends a clear, unspoken message. I respect myself, and I don't need external approval to feel whole. People are naturally drawn to those who stand firmly in their individuality. In a society where many are ensnared in the web of comparison and validation seeking, authentic independence stands out as refreshingly rare and deeply inspiring. For example, think about Malala Yousafzai, who stood up for her right to education despite facing tremendous opposition. Her unwavering commitment to her values and beliefs not only empowered her but also inspired millions around the world. When you truly embody independence, you are not preoccupied with keeping pace with others. Instead, you focus on your own path and progress. This quiet determination speaks volumes without uttering a single word. You need not proclaim your confidence, it radiates through your demeanor. Your calm presence and unshakable conviction reveal to the world that you are in control of your life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This mindset fosters resilience and self-assurance. However, let's be honest, independence is not always easy to achieve. It requires you to trust yourself, especially in moments when you lack external support or encouragement. It means standing by your choices even when they may not be popular or understood by those around you. Consider the journey of Oprah Winfrey, who faced numerous challenges and setbacks on her path to success. Her ability to trust her instincts and remain true to her vision, regardless of societal expectations, showcases the essence of authentic independence. Learning to enjoy your own company is essential, not because you are avoiding others, but because you genuinely find peace within yourself. Engaging in solitary activities, such as reading, meditating, or pursuing hobbies, can help foster this inner tranquility. As Henry David Thoreau said, "I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude." It's in these moments of solitude that you can reconnect with your true self and reflect on your values. When you reach this state of self-reliance, when you no longer depend on external validation to feel complete, you transform into someone others respect and admire, drawn to your quiet strength. Authentic independence is not synonymous with arrogance. It does not convey, "I don't need anyone." Instead, it communicates, "I am strong enough on my own, which is why I can authentically connect with others." This distinction is vital. True independence fosters deeper relationships built on mutual respect rather than dependence. True independence means being whole, allowing your relationships to flourish based on trust and mutual respect. This is what makes it so attractive. It is grounded, balanced, and quietly powerful. To cultivate this habit, start by reflecting on your core values. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with what truly matters to me, or am I being swayed by others' expectations? Journaling your thoughts can be an effective tool for this exercise, helping you clarify your beliefs and priorities. Independence begins when you make choices that resonate with your inner compass rather than succumbing to external pressures. Spend time alone, not out of loneliness, but to reconnect with your true self. Whether it's taking a walk in nature, journaling your thoughts, or simply sitting in silence, these moments of introspection will strengthen your sense of self. The philosopher Soren Kierkegaard beautifully stated, "To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself." Embracing solitude allows you to take the necessary risks to discover who you truly are. When you cultivate authentic independence, you won't need to seek attention, it will find you. People will notice the calm confidence that emanates from your presence, the quiet assurance in your actions, and the unwavering strength of your character. You won't need to be the loudest person in the room to be recognized. You'll be respected because you've built a life that reflects your true essence. Embracing your independence doesn't mean you devalue relationships. Rather, it signifies that you value yourself enough to nurture connections founded on trust and mutual respect, not on dependency. That is what makes you silently magnetic. It is not loud, nor is it flashy. It is the kind of confidence that lingers, leaves a lasting impression, and quietly inspires others to embrace their own independence. In conclusion, as you embark on this journey of cultivating authentic independence, remember that it is a continuous process. Surround yourself with positive influences, engage in self-reflection, and remain committed to your values. This journey will not only enhance your self-worth, but will also empower those around you to do the same. As you step into your independence, you become a beacon of inspiration, encouraging others to find their own strength and authenticity. Habit 2. The grace of silent elegance. Sometimes the most powerful statements are made without uttering a single word. Silent elegance embodies the ability to carry yourself with grace, poise, and quiet confidence in every situation. It encompasses how you move, how you interact with others, and the energy you project into the world. As the renowned designer Coco Chanel once said, "Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside." This sentiment captures the essence of silent elegance. It's not just about appearance, it's about the inner qualities that radiate outward. You don't need to dominate conversations or be the loudest individual in the room to command attention. Silent elegance speaks for itself. It is subtle, refined, and endlessly captivating. Consider the presence of someone who walks into a room with a calm assurance. They need not announce themselves. Instead, people can't help but take notice. This is the essence of silent elegance. It represents a harmonious blend of composure, thoughtful actions, and respectful behavior that creates a lasting impression, often more powerful than anything you could articulate. The foundation of silent elegance lies in body language. Confidence isn't solely found in your words, it is also conveyed through your posture, movement, and demeanor. For instance, a relaxed, upright posture combined with steady eye contact communicates self-assurance without veering into arrogance. Amy Cuddy, a social psychologist, famously conducted research demonstrating how body language affects how others see us and how we see ourselves. Her findings suggest that adopting power poses can increase feelings of confidence. You don't need exaggerated movements or nervous gestures. Simplicity is key. When your body language exudes calmness and control, people are naturally drawn to you. Moreover, silent elegance is reflected in your manners. Courteous behavior, such as greeting others warmly, listening attentively, and being mindful of how you treat those around you, demonstrates both respect and self-respect. Think about a time when someone made you feel genuinely valued through their attentiveness. That interaction likely left a profound impact. It's not about being overly formal or distant, it's about infusing a quiet grace into your interactions. As Maya Angelou wisely noted, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Silent elegance leaves others with a sense of being respected and appreciated. Beyond body language and manners, silent elegance is characterized by restraint. In a world filled with noise and chaos, the ability to remain calm and composed, especially in challenging situations, is both rare and admirable. While others may lose their cool, your collected demeanor grants you a unique power. You don't need to react impulsively or engage in unnecessary conflicts. Instead, you respond thoughtfully, demonstrating that you are in control of yourself and not merely swept away by the moment. The Stoics deeply believed in the power of composure. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. True elegance lies in that calmness, when your actions are deliberate, your words are measured, and your presence remains steady. People trust and respect those who remain grounded even when chaos surrounds them, because they are a source of reassurance and stability. To cultivate silent elegance, start small. Pay close attention to how you carry yourself throughout the day. Are you rushing, tense, or overly reactive? Practice the art of slowing down, standing tall, breathing deeply, and being aware of your surroundings. Observe how you interact with others. Are you genuinely listening or merely waiting for your turn to speak? Silent elegance flourishes through mindfulness, being fully present in your interactions and thoughtful in your responses. Next, focus on refinement. Elegance doesn't equate to perfection. It means striving to present your best self, whether through dressing with subtle style, articulating your thoughts clearly, or approaching situations with grace. For example, wearing well-fitted clothing in neutral tones can enhance your appearance without drawing excessive attention. It's the small, consistent efforts that build an aura of quiet sophistication. Silent elegance is not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing who you are with calm confidence. It's about showing up fully, not to impress others, but to bring your best energy into every encounter. Over time, people will begin to associate you with a sense of calm, respect, and poise. They may not articulate why, but they will feel it, and that is what makes silent elegance so powerful. It leaves a lasting impression without the need for attention. Mastering the art of silent elegance allows you to navigate life with dignity and quiet strength. You don't have to seek admiration, it follows naturally. In that quiet grace, you become someone who not only stands out but also inspires others to carry themselves with a little more calm, a little more respect, and a little more elegance. As you cultivate these qualities, remember that true elegance is timeless. It transcends trends and fads, anchored firmly in the values you embody and the way you treat others. Embrace silent elegance and watch as it transforms not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Habit 3. The subtle art of sophistication. Sometimes it's the smallest details that leave the biggest impressions. The subtle art of sophistication is a quality that can make you irresistibly attractive. It transcends mere appearances and is not about overwhelming those around you with ostentation. Rather, it's about leaving a faint, refined impression that lingers in their minds long after you've departed. As the famous fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent once said, "Fashion fades, style is eternal." This encapsulates the essence of sophistication. It's about timeless elegance that resonates beyond the superficial. A well-chosen scent, for example, reflects attention to detail, personal care, and an innate sense of elegance, all of which contribute to your silent attractiveness. Consider how powerful scent can be. Think about a moment when a particular fragrance transported you back to a cherished memory or a significant person in your life. Our sense of smell is one of the most powerful and instinctive senses we possess, often triggering emotional responses and memories far more effectively than sight or sound. A subtle, pleasant aroma creates an aura of sophistication without uttering a single word. It conveys an understated message: I take care of myself and I value the finer details. This is a sentiment echoed by Coco Chanel, who famously remarked, "A woman who doesn't wear perfume has no future." It is in these details that true silent attraction is cultivated, as they reveal a level of self-awareness and refinement. However, this principle extends beyond merely wearing perfume or cologne. Sophistication through scent is all about balance. Overpowering fragrances can be off-putting, creating an impression of insincerity or superficiality. In contrast, a light, refined scent, whether it's a signature fragrance or the fresh, clean aroma of good hygiene, can draw people closer to you. For example, a hint of sandalwood or a touch of citrus can evoke warmth and approachability, making others feel comfortable in your presence. It communicates that you pay attention not just to your outward appearance, but also to the unseen details that enhance your overall impact. The art of scent goes beyond the olfactory, it embodies what it represents about you. Taking the time to choose a scent that resonates with your personality demonstrates a level of self-awareness and intentionality. As the writer Patrick Susskind noted in Perfume, the story of a murderer, a scent is like a memory, a moment in time. Whether it's something woody, fresh, or subtly sweet, your scent should reflect the calm and composed energy you embody. It should enhance your presence, not overshadow it, allowing your true self to shine through. Yet, beyond fragrance, sophistication is also mirrored in how you care for yourself overall. Personal care, cleanliness, grooming, and thoughtful attention to your appearance silently convey volumes about your self-respect. For instance, maintaining a neat hairstyle, dressing in clothes that fit well, and practicing good hygiene are not acts of vanity. They are expressions of how much you value yourself and how you wish to be perceived by others. This quiet confidence, reflected in the smallest of details, creates a lasting impression. The Stoics believed that one's external presentation should align with their inner values. As Seneca stated, let your outward appearance be simple and dignified, reflecting the serenity of your mind. This philosophy encourages you to cultivate a refined presence that communicates your values and character. By embodying sophistication through scent and personal care, you project an image of someone who is calm, composed, and mindful, not through words but through action. To embody this habit, start by being mindful of your self-care routine. Choose a scent that feels authentic to you, something that enhances rather than defines your presence. For example, if you resonate with the outdoors, a fresh, green fragrance might be ideal, while someone who appreciates warmth might prefer a cozy vanilla or amber scent. Pay attention to the small details: clean, well-groomed hair, fresh breath, and a polished appearance. These are not grand gestures, they quietly communicate your regard for yourself, creating an aura of quiet sophistication. Remember, silent attraction isn't about trying to stand out, it's about being effortlessly memorable. Scent, when used with subtlety and care, is one of the most powerful ways to achieve this. It serves as a quiet signature that leaves a lasting mark, something people will associate with you long after you've left the room. As Jean-Paul Sartre noted, if you are lonely when you're alone, you are in bad company. This emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and personal care as they contribute to your overall presence. Mastering the subtle art of sophistication is about more than just fragrance, it's about the quiet message it conveys. I take pride in who I am. I care about the details. I respect myself. And that message, delivered without a single word, is what makes you silently, irresistibly attractive. By embracing this subtle sophistication, you not only enhance your own self-image but also inspire those around you to appreciate the beauty of refinement in their own lives. Ultimately, sophistication is a journey. It is about continually seeking to improve yourself and your interactions with others. As you cultivate these qualities, you will find that they naturally elevate your presence, making you not just attractive, but also genuinely respected and admired by those who cross your path. Habit 4. The power of presence. In a world overflowing with distractions, there is something undeniably captivating about someone who is truly present. Being fully present goes beyond merely showing up physically. It encompasses giving your undivided attention to the moment and the people you are with. This quiet yet powerful habit allows you to stand out, not because you demand attention, but because you offer something increasingly rare: genuine connection. As the author Henry David Thoreau famously said, "The price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it." When you give your attention, you are offering a part of yourself, creating a more profound bond. We have all experienced the frustration of engaging with someone who is only half listening, their eyes glued to their phone or their minds clearly elsewhere. This can feel dismissive, as if your words hold no value. In contrast, when someone is fully engaged, looking you in the eye, listening attentively, and responding thoughtfully, it feels remarkably different. You feel heard, respected, and valued. This is the silent power of presence. It draws people in by making them feel important. For instance, consider how a teacher who truly listens to their students can inspire confidence and foster a love of learning. Their engagement creates an environment where students feel safe to express themselves. Being fully present is not about achieving perfection. It is about setting an intention. It means resisting the urge to check your phone every few minutes or mentally rehearsing your next response. Instead, it is about immersing yourself in the conversation, focusing on the other person's words, and responding with authentic curiosity. When you master this habit, you create deeper, more meaningful connections because people will remember not just what you said, but how you made them feel. Maya Angelou wisely noted, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." The Stoics believed that true strength and wisdom arise from engaging fully with the here and now, rather than being trapped in the past or lost in the future. By focusing on the present, you gain control over your mind, emotions, and interactions, making you someone others naturally respect and gravitate toward. Being present also entails observing without judgment. It involves noticing the subtleties, the emotions behind someone's words, the mood of a room, or the unspoken cues in a conversation. This heightened level of awareness makes you more perceptive, empathetic, and socially intelligent. For example, being able to sense when a friend is feeling off, even if they haven't said anything explicitly, allows you to offer support and strengthen your bond. When combined with genuine presence, this social intelligence renders you quietly irresistible. To cultivate this habit, begin by practicing mindfulness in everyday moments. Whether you are engaged in conversation, enjoying a meal, or taking a stroll outside, focus entirely on that experience. Jon Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness, states, "Mindfulness means being awake. It means knowing what you are doing. By putting away distractions like your phone or other electronic devices and listening more than you speak, you become fully engaged. When you are present, you radiate calm, confidence, and care, qualities that make others feel safe and valued in your company. Presence is magnetic because it is so rare in a world that constantly vies for attention. Someone who offers their undivided focus stands out, not by trying to be noticed, but by making others feel seen. When you give someone your full attention, you communicate a powerful message without uttering a word. You matter. This is a message people will remember long after your interaction. In a society where many are preoccupied with their own concerns, being the person who listens attentively can set you apart. Being fully present isn't about grand gestures. It's about small, consistent moments of connection. It's about showing up not only physically but also mentally and emotionally. For instance, when having a conversation with a friend, instead of thinking about your next response, try to absorb their words fully and ask follow-up questions that show your genuine interest. As you master this habit, you will notice how people naturally open up to you, how conversations become richer, and how your relationships deepen effortlessly. Presence fosters trust. Trust cultivates attraction, and attraction, when built on respect and genuine connection, is both silent and powerful. This is particularly evident in professional settings, where leaders who listen actively to their team inspire loyalty and drive engagement. When employees feel heard, they are more likely to invest their energy and creativity into their work. In a noisy world, strive to be the person who listens intently. Be the individual who is genuinely there for others. You will be pleasantly surprised by how magnetic you become, not because you are demanding attention, but because your quiet focus allows others to feel truly seen and appreciated. This is the kind of silent attractiveness that leaves a lasting impression. As you embark on this journey, remember that presence is a skill that can be developed. Start with small interactions. Practice being fully present in your daily conversations, whether with friends, family, or colleagues. Over time, as you cultivate this habit, you will find that the depth of your connections and the quality of your relationships will flourish. Embrace the power of presence, and watch as it transforms not only how others perceive you, but also how you engage with the world around you. Habit 5. The Allure of Mystery. In an era where oversharing has become the norm, there is an undeniable charm in someone who possesses an air of mystery. This quality is not about being distant or secretive. Rather, it's about carefully curating what you share and leaving some things unsaid, creating an intriguing persona that naturally draws others in. As the author Oscar Wilde famously said, "The mystery of the world is the mystery of the self." This sentiment underscores the idea that embracing mystery can deepen your identity and enhance your attractiveness to others. Mystery captivates because it leaves room for curiosity. When you divulge every detail of your life up front, you risk losing the excitement of discovery. Think about the last time you met someone who didn't reveal everything about themselves right away. Their reticence likely sparked your interest, evoking a desire to learn more. Keeping certain aspects of your life private invites others to seek a deeper understanding of you. This is not an act of manipulation, it's a reflection of how human nature is wired to be curious. By embracing a bit of mystery, you become someone others are eager to know better. However, cultivating an air of mystery does not mean being disingenuous or playing mind games. It's about being selective with the information you choose to disclose. Steve Jobs, for instance, was known for being enigmatic. His discretion regarding personal details and his visionary ideas created a magnetic allure that captivated audiences. You need not share every facet of your life or justify each decision you make. Instead, focus on communicating what is truly meaningful while keeping other parts of your story personal. This balance allows you to appear confident and self-assured, exuding an appealing, understated charm. The Stoics valued self-restraint, highlighting the importance of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. As Epictetus wisely noted, "Be silent or let your words be worth more than silence." This principle of mystery aligns seamlessly with this idea. It's not about withholding information for the sake of being elusive. It's about delivering value through your words and recognizing that silence can be just as powerful. For example, in a meeting, instead of being the first to speak, consider listening and observing how others respond before you contribute. This thoughtful approach can establish you as a source of wisdom and insight. Mystery is not only expressed through your words, it is evident in your actions as well. Allow some ambiguity in your life. There's no need to explain every choice you make. For instance, when you take bold steps, like pursuing a new career path or embarking on a unique travel adventure, let your actions communicate your intentions. This quiet confidence shows that you are comfortable with your decisions and don't require validation from others. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche captures the sentiment well: "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." When you have clarity in your purpose, the mystery of your journey becomes compelling. Another effective way to cultivate mystery is by leading a life with depth. Develop interests, passions, and values that are not immediately apparent. This could involve exploring hobbies that are not commonly discussed, such as painting, hiking, or studying philosophy. When people start to engage with you, they should feel as if they are peeling back layers, discovering new dimensions of your character over time. This approach enriches interactions, making them more memorable and impactful. To embrace mystery, start by reflecting on your sharing habits. Ask yourself, Am I revealing too much to seek validation, or am I sharing what is genuinely significant? The aim is not to become withdrawn, but to be intentional in your communication. Brené Brown, a research professor and author, emphasizes the power of vulnerability, stating, "Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change." However, it's essential to strike a balance, share enough to foster trust and connection, yet hold back enough to keep the intrigue alive. Let people earn the privilege of your deeper stories. This not only protects your personal space but also enhances the rewards of those connections. When you cultivate an aura of mystery, you become a person who eludes easy categorization. You remain intriguing, someone others find fascinating and want to explore further. Consider how James Bond, the iconic character, embodies this allure. His enigmatic persona, combined with his confidence and skill, makes him a figure of fascination. Mystery invites interest without demanding it, encouraging people to return, eager to learn more about you and understand you on a deeper level. In a world where many are open books, strive to be the one who offers a captivating glimpse of your narrative. Allow others to wonder and imagine. This blend of mystery and quiet confidence creates an irresistible presence, one that lingers in the minds of those you encounter long after you've left the room. As Rainer Maria Rilke beautifully put it, the only journey is the one within. By nurturing your inner depth, you not only enhance your own life, but also invite others to join you on this journey of discovery. Ultimately, embracing the allure of mystery allows you to forge deeper connections while retaining a sense of individuality. As you cultivate this habit, you'll find that the quality of your relationships improves and you become a source of inspiration for those around you. Remember, the art of mystery is not about being secretive. It's about being intentional and engaging authentically with the world, nurturing a quiet yet profound charm that draws people to you. Habit 6. The depth of cultural insight, connecting through understanding. There is an unmistakable attraction to individuals who carry themselves with quiet confidence and possess a rich understanding of the world around them. Cultivating cultural wisdom involves developing an open mind, embracing diverse perspectives, and enriching your conversations with insights that go beyond surface-level exchanges. It's not about flaunting your knowledge, rather, it's about embodying a spirit of curiosity and a genuine desire to learn from others. As the writer Toni Morrison stated, if you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. This speaks to the importance of shedding narrow-mindedness to explore the vastness of human experience. Cultural wisdom isn't limited to knowing facts about different countries or being multilingual. It encompasses a deep curiosity about people's experiences, traditions, and viewpoints. For example, engaging with individuals from various cultural backgrounds can reveal unique insights into their values and beliefs, enriching your understanding of the world. This openness demonstrates that you do not live in an isolated bubble. Instead, you actively seek to understand the world that lies beyond your immediate surroundings. Such awareness adds depth to your character, making you someone who can engage meaningfully in various conversations. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel acknowledged, heard, and understood. When you cultivate cultural wisdom, you become that kind of person. This wisdom enables you to empathize with different ways of life, allowing you to forge connections with individuals from all walks of life. For instance, volunteering in diverse communities can expose you to a myriad of perspectives, helping you to appreciate the richness of human experience. Your ability to understand others creates an approachable demeanor that fosters respect without requiring you to dominate discussions. The Stoics placed great importance on understanding both the world and one's place within it. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Look beneath the surface, let not outward appearances mislead you." By cultivating cultural wisdom, you learn to see beyond mere appearances, not just in people, but in life itself. This insight equips you to navigate complex social situations adeptly as you learn to approach issues from multiple angles, making you both adaptable and compelling. For example, when faced with a conflict, considering the perspectives of all parties involved can lead to more effective resolutions and foster a sense of community. To expand your cultural wisdom, start by broadening your horizons. Engage with literature that challenges your viewpoints, such as reading works by authors from different cultural backgrounds or exploring genres that are unfamiliar to you. Seek out conversations with individuals whose experiences differ from your own. For instance, attending cultural festivals or community events can provide valuable opportunities to connect with diverse groups. If possible, travel to new places or explore different cultures through documentaries and online resources. The objective isn't to become a walking encyclopedia, it's to appreciate the richness of human experience and the diverse tapestry of life. An essential aspect of cultural wisdom is the ability to listen without judgment. When someone shares their perspective, resist the impulse to immediately agree or disagree. Instead, strive to understand their viewpoint, ask thoughtful questions, and show genuine interest in their experiences. This approach not only deepens your understanding but also makes others feel valued in your presence. Stephen Covey, in his book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasizes the importance of seeking first to understand, then to be understood. This principle can lead to more meaningful dialogues and stronger relationships. Being knowledgeable does not mean you have to monopolize conversations. In fact, the most attractive individuals are those who know when to speak and when to listen. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people." When you do choose to share your thoughts, do so with humility and authenticity, offering insights that enrich the conversation rather than overshadow it. This encourages a reciprocal exchange where everyone feels empowered to contribute. Reflect on your openness to learning from every person you encounter. Cultivating cultural wisdom is less about the volume of what you know and more about your willingness to learn from others. This mindset fosters a sense of community and connection. When you embrace this approach, you radiate a quiet intelligence that draws people in, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you genuinely care about understanding the world and the people within it. People are instinctively attracted to those who bring depth to their conversations and offer perspectives that provoke thought. By nurturing cultural wisdom, you become a person whose presence is not only calming but also intellectually stimulating. Consider how Nelson Mandela, with his profound insights into human rights and social justice, captivated audiences worldwide, encouraging them to think critically and act compassionately. You'll find that others seek your company not because you are loud, but because your thoughtful nature leaves a profound impression. In a society where opinions often lack depth and are frequently expressed in loud tones, strive to be the individual who communicates with grace and substance. Cultivate wisdom not merely as a display but for the richness it brings to your life. Engage in discussions that challenge your perspective and allow room for growth. As Confucius stated, real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Embracing this humility fosters deeper connections with others. Watch as people are drawn to the calm, grounded energy you exude. This silent power of cultural wisdom makes you not only appealing but also unforgettable. By weaving cultural insights into your interactions, you not only enhance your attractiveness but also contribute to a more understanding and compassionate world. Habit 7. The essence of compassion. In our fast-paced world, where everyone seems to be rushing from one task to another, taking a moment to show genuine empathy and kindness can set you apart. Compassion is not a loud or boisterous quality. Rather, it is a quiet yet profoundly impactful force that makes others feel safe, understood, and valued in your presence. As Dalai Lama once said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. This highlights the critical role compassion plays in our interactions and relationships. While many people attempt to win others over with charm or impressive feats, true attraction stems from being someone who listens, cares, and offers warmth without expecting anything in return. Think about a time when someone simply took the time to listen to you without judgment. This simple act of kindness can create a profound effect, leaving you feeling valued and appreciated. Compassion finds its expression not in grand gestures but in the simple, everyday actions: a thoughtful word, a warm smile, or a patient ear when someone needs to be heard. For example, consider how a colleague who notices you're having a rough day and offers a kind word or a listening ear can brighten your mood. When you embody compassion, you radiate a quiet strength that naturally draws people to you. This is especially significant in a world where genuine kindness is increasingly rare. By being someone who gives without the expectation of reciprocation, you create a remarkable distinction that resonates deeply with others. People are inherently attracted to those who make them feel acknowledged rather than judged. Compassion acts as a bridge, facilitating emotional connections and fostering trust and intimacy. It's not about having all the answers or solving everyone's problems. It's about being present and demonstrating that you care. As Maya Angelou wisely stated, I think we all have empathy. We may not have enough courage to display it. This simple act of being there for someone leaves a lasting impression that often speaks louder than words. Interestingly, the Stoics, often viewed as advocates for emotional detachment, emphasized the importance of empathy and kindness as core virtues. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Stoic compassion is not about being weak, it's about recognizing the struggles of others while maintaining your own inner strength. Approaching life with this mindset enables you to become someone others gravitate toward, not because you solve their challenges, but because your mere presence provides calm and comfort. Cultivating compassion does not mean allowing others to take advantage of you. It's about striking a balance, being kind while also setting healthy boundaries, being empathetic without absorbing everyone's burdens. For instance, if a friend frequently seeks your emotional support, it's important to listen and offer help while also ensuring you maintain your own emotional well-being. True compassion begins with listening, not just to prepare your response, but to genuinely understand. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, emphasized this principle with the idea of seeking first to understand, then to be understood. When someone shares their feelings with you, offer your full attention, resist the urge to jump in with immediate solutions or advice. Sometimes, what people need most is simply to feel heard. Moreover, compassion requires patience, both for others and for yourself. No one is perfect, and life can be incredibly messy. When you exhibit patience in challenging moments, you demonstrate emotional maturity, a quality that is quietly attractive. People remember those who remain calm and supportive during tough times, and though they may not voice it, they will carry that memory with them, enhancing your magnetic appeal. For example, a friend going through a difficult breakup may need your support to process their emotions, and your patience can help them navigate their feelings without feeling rushed. Consider asking yourself whether you make others feel seen and valued. If your answer isn't always affirmative, that's perfectly okay. Compassion is a habit that can be nurtured over time. Start by being kind to yourself. After all, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Prioritizing your own emotional well-being will make it easier to extend that same kindness to others. Engaging in self-care practices such as meditation, journaling, or simply taking time for yourself can help replenish your emotional reserves. Remember, being compassionate doesn't necessitate perfection. You don't have to possess the right words or actions at all times. What matters is being genuine and kind. That quiet kindness can leave an impact that words alone cannot convey. It's this ability to make people feel valued in a world that often overlooks the significance of empathy that truly defines you. Ultimately, the essence of compassion is not about changing the world, it's about transforming how you show up in it. Be the person who listens more than they speak, who offers kindness without strings attached, and who remains patient in moments of frustration. Mother Teresa beautifully articulated this sentiment: spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Silent attraction is not about making noise, it's about presence, and compassion offered sincerely and quietly is one of the most powerful forms of presence you can embody. As you cultivate compassion in your daily life, you'll discover that it not only enhances your relationships but also enriches your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. By embodying this essential quality, you create a ripple effect that inspires others to embrace empathy and kindness, fostering a more compassionate world for everyone. Habit 8. The joy of laughter. Few qualities are as universally appealing as the ability to radiate genuine joy and share laughter effortlessly. Laughter serves as a powerful connector, breaking down barriers and making even the most serious situations feel lighter. As Victor Borge, the famed comedian and pianist, once said, laughter is the shortest distance between two people. When you cultivate the ability to find joy in life's moments, both big and small, you become someone that others naturally gravitate toward. Why? Because your presence brings warmth and a refreshing lightness that is incredibly magnetic. Life inevitably presents challenges, and everyone faces their share of struggles. However, when you develop the knack for finding humor even in tough situations, you showcase a resilience that quietly demands respect. Take, for instance, the story of Jim Carrey, who grew up in difficult circumstances but used humor as a coping mechanism. His ability to find laughter in adversity has not only helped him personally, but has also uplifted countless others through his performances. It isn't about being the loudest person in the room or stealing the spotlight, it's about carrying an inner sense of joy that puts those around you at ease. People are drawn to individuals who can uplift the energy in a room without forcing it, those who can find reasons to smile even when circumstances are less than perfect. Interestingly, while Stoicism is often perceived as a philosophy of seriousness, it actually encourages a mindset that embraces joy. The Stoics believed that although we cannot control external events, we can choose how we respond to them. Epictetus famously remarked, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Choosing to approach life's unpredictability with a sense of humor is a demonstration of quiet strength. It reveals that you maintain control over your emotions rather than allowing them to control you. For example, consider a person who faces a setback at work. Instead of succumbing to frustration, they might find humor in the situation, using it as a learning opportunity. This ability to laugh at oneself can transform challenges into stepping stones. Moreover, laughter fosters deep, memorable connections. Reflect on your closest friendships. How many of them have been strengthened through shared laughter? Consider the experience of gathering with friends over a lighthearted movie or sharing stories that elicit laughter. These moments create bonds that are difficult to break. Humor builds trust and creates a sense of belonging, making people feel comfortable around you because they know they don't have to be perfect to be accepted. When you can laugh at your own mistakes and the quirks of life, you become more relatable, approachable, and quietly attractive. Dale Carnegie, in his book How to Win Friends and Influence People, emphasizes that a smile can be a powerful tool in making connections, suggesting that the simplest gestures can have the most profound impacts. Cultivating this habit, however, is not about forcing humor or striving to be the funniest person in the room. Instead, it's about embracing joy in an authentic manner. It involves not taking yourself too seriously and finding moments of lightness even in the mundane aspects of life. For instance, when faced with a frustrating traffic jam, instead of letting it ruin your day, you might choose to play your favorite music and enjoy the time to yourself. Recognizing serious challenges while consciously choosing to focus on the good can shift your entire perspective. To nurture this joyful disposition, start by paying attention to the small moments that bring you happiness each day. When something makes you smile, be it a joke, a kind gesture, or a beautiful sunset, lean into that feeling. Share lighthearted comments or humorous observations with those around you. Allow yourself to laugh at your own missteps, not in a way that undermines your efforts, but in a manner that shows your humanity and willingness to embrace imperfections. Elizabeth Gilbert, author of Eat, Pray, Love, states, "Your emotions are the slaves to your thoughts, and you are the slave to your emotions." By consciously choosing to focus on joy, you can liberate yourself from negativity. Additionally, surround yourself with joy. Spend time with individuals who uplift you, who encourage you to be your best self, and who know how to find humor in the ordinary. For instance, consider joining a local comedy class or attending workshops that focus on improvisation. Joy is contagious. When you make it a habit to share laughter, you create an environment where everyone feels lighter, more positive, and more connected. Take a moment to reflect. Am I allowing joy to permeate my daily life? Life does not always have to be serious. There is strength in the ability to laugh, even amidst challenges. This ability shows that you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience, and that is a trait that others admire above all else. Charlie Chaplin once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." This simple truth reminds us of the vital role laughter plays in enriching our lives. Remember, silent attractiveness is not characterized by grand displays. Rather, it is embodied in the quiet, steady qualities that leave lasting impressions. When laughter and joy are shared authentically, you become a person who others are naturally drawn to. You need not force it, simply seek out the moments that spark joy and share those with those around you. As you cultivate laughter and joy as a habitual practice, you'll discover how much lighter life can feel, not just for you, but for everyone fortunate enough to be in your orbit. That subtle sense of joy is what makes you unforgettable. While people may not recall every word you say, they will always remember how you made them feel. Bring a touch of lightness, humor, and joy wherever you go, and watch as silent attraction follows effortlessly. Habit 9. Honoring yourself, the quiet power of self-care. There exists a quiet, undeniable magnetism in individuals who genuinely take care of themselves, not out of vanity, but out of respect for their own well-being. Self-care transcends mere routine. It is a declaration that communicates your value for yourself, your body, and your mind, demonstrating a commitment to maintaining both. As the author Audre Lorde stated, caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare. This dedication to self-care enhances your attractiveness in a manner that goes far beyond physical appearance. It projects self-respect, balance, and inner strength. When you prioritize self-care, you send a powerful message to the world. I respect myself enough to prioritize my health and happiness. This quiet confidence naturally draws others in, not because you are seeking attention, but because people are instinctively attracted to those who exude vitality and equilibrium. For example, think of someone who regularly practices self-care by engaging in activities like yoga or mindfulness meditation. Their calm demeanor and positive energy can uplift those around them, creating a supportive and nurturing environment. Self-care does not equate to endless pampering. Rather, it involves consistently engaging in practices that keep you grounded, energized, and at peace. The foundation of self-care begins with physical well-being. A person who takes care of their body through regular exercise, nutritious eating, and sufficient rest sends out a strong, silent message of discipline and self-respect. You don't need to resemble a fitness model. What matters is that you demonstrate a commitment to your health. When others observe this respect for your body, they develop an unspoken admiration for you, recognizing someone who values their own well-being. For instance, consider how Michelle Obama emphasizes the importance of health and fitness. Through her Let's Move campaign, she not only advocates for healthier lifestyles but also inspires others to prioritize their health, showcasing how self-care can resonate on a broader scale. By prioritizing fitness and nutrition, she exemplifies how taking care of oneself can inspire others to follow suit. Yet, self-care is not limited to the physical realm, it also encompasses mental and emotional health. Life is filled with stressors and everyone experiences challenges. Those who practice self-care cultivate habits that enable them to manage stress effectively, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking time to unwind. Thich Nhat Hanh, a renowned Zen master, once said, "Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy." This highlights the reciprocal relationship between self-care and emotional well-being. This mental clarity fosters a calm, composed presence, qualities that others can sense and are naturally drawn to. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining balance and inner harmony. As Seneca famously noted, a sound mind in a sound body is a short but full description of a happy state in this world. Practicing self-care aligns seamlessly with the Stoic philosophy. When you tend to both your mind and body, you cultivate a state of equilibrium that not only enhances your well-being but also makes you more appealing to those around you. You radiate calmness, control, and quiet strength. Self-care also involves establishing healthy boundaries. It requires knowing when to say no, when to rest, and when to prioritize your needs over the relentless demands of the world. Those who respect themselves enough to set boundaries often appear more attractive, not because they are unapproachable, but because they recognize their worth. The psychologist Brené Brown emphasizes the importance of boundaries, stating, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others." Boundaries safeguard your energy, and when you are deliberate about where you invest your time and attention, you naturally elicit respect from others. Take a moment to ask yourself, am I nurturing myself in a way that reflects my self-worth? If the answer leans toward no, it's time to make a change. Begin by incorporating self-care as a non-negotiable element of your daily routine. This might mean ensuring you get enough sleep, preparing nutritious meals, or dedicating a few moments each day to breathe deeply and center yourself. For example, consider starting your day with a morning routine that includes stretching, hydration, and a healthy breakfast. These small acts of self-care accumulate over time, resulting in a life that feels balanced and fulfilling. True self-care is not selfish, it is essential. When you prioritize your own well-being, you show up more fully for others. You possess greater energy, patience, and clarity to offer in your relationships, and that quiet sense of balance is inherently attractive. People notice those who appear calm, composed, and vibrant, not because they are trying to be noticed, but because they have cultivated a life that feels gratifying from the inside out. Ultimately, the art of self-care is about consistency. It involves committing to yourself every day, even amidst the chaos of daily life. This commitment means honoring your body, mind, and emotional health, understanding that by doing so, you are laying the groundwork for a more peaceful and vibrant existence. When you practice self-care regularly, you will notice something remarkable. People will be drawn to the quiet confidence and inner strength that comes from valuing yourself. Self-care does not demand attention, it quietly earns respect over time. In a world filled with distractions and fleeting commitments, being someone who is steady, dependable, and true to their word creates a lasting impact. You become a person others admire, not because you are striving to impress them, but because your actions consistently reflect who you are. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. By choosing to honor yourself through self-care, you not only enhance your own life but also inspire those around you to value themselves as well. Habit 10. The art of emotional connection and social sensitivity. There is a unique allure in individuals who possess a profound understanding of the emotions that surround them. Emotional intelligence and social awareness are vital traits that can significantly enhance your appeal without being overtly apparent. As Daniel Goleman, the psychologist who popularized the concept of emotional intelligence, aptly stated, in a very real sense, we have two minds, one that thinks and one that feels. This quality does not revolve around manipulation or controlling outcomes. Instead, it focuses on recognizing and responding to the feelings of others while engaging in social interactions with grace and empathy. At its foundation, emotional intelligence encompasses the ability to recognize, comprehend, and manage your own emotions while being attuned to the feelings of those around you. Imagine being in a tense situation where the atmosphere is fraught. An emotionally intelligent individual remains calm, assesses the dynamics, and responds with thoughtfulness. For example, think of a manager who senses that a team member is struggling with a project. Instead of reprimanding them for poor performance, the manager might offer support and encouragement, asking how they can help. This ability to navigate emotions allows them to emerge as trusted figures whom others naturally respect. People often remember the feelings you evoke rather than the specific words you use. Maya Angelou famously said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." By practicing emotional intelligence, you create an environment where others feel acknowledged, heard, and valued. You engage not with the intent to dominate conversations or assert superiority, but with a sincere interest in connecting. This subtle yet powerful presence makes you unforgettable, not because you seek attention, but because your demeanor fosters a sense of worth in those around you. Social awareness complements emotional intelligence by enabling you to pick up on social cues and adapt your behavior accordingly. It involves knowing when to speak up and when to listen, when to assert yourself and when to take a step back. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-mastery and understanding others. Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Cultivating social awareness helps you engage meaningfully without overwhelming the discourse. For instance, during a group discussion, being aware of when others seem hesitant to contribute allows you to invite their opinions, fostering a more inclusive atmosphere. To build emotional intelligence, you must first develop self-awareness. Reflect on how you typically respond in emotionally charged situations. The goal is not to suppress your emotions, but to approach them with a balanced perspective. Consider a time when you felt overwhelmed. Recognizing your triggers and understanding how they affect your behavior allows you to cultivate a sense of steadiness that others find appealing. Your calmness becomes a source of comfort in tumultuous times, much like the way Mother Teresa embodied peace and compassion in her interactions with others. Once you nurture self-awareness, the next step is to practice empathy. This means genuinely understanding what others are feeling, even if they don't articulate it. Empathy isn't about providing solutions or fixing problems, it's about showing that you care. Sometimes a simple acknowledgement, a listening ear, or a thoughtful gesture can have a profound impact. For example, if a friend is going through a tough time, offering to spend time with them or simply asking how they feel can make a significant difference. These small acts of kindness create lasting connections. Being socially aware also entails being mindful of the energy you contribute to a room. Are you fostering a sense of calm, or are you inadvertently raising the tension? Upon entering a space, take a moment to observe before engaging. For instance, if you walk into a meeting where tension is palpable, your ability to recognize this and adapt your approach, perhaps by introducing a lighthearted comment, can help ease the atmosphere. By doing this, you position yourself as someone who is responsive rather than reactive, someone who enhances the atmosphere rather than disrupts it. To cultivate emotional intelligence, practice being wholly present in your interactions. Set aside distractions, maintain eye contact, and engage actively. Pay attention to the nuances of conversations and the nonverbal cues exhibited by those around you. These seemingly minor actions have a significant impact, and people are naturally drawn to those who make them feel understood and respected, qualities that emotional intelligence embodies. Brené Brown, an expert on vulnerability and connection, asserts, "Connection is why we're here. It gives purpose and meaning to our lives." By fostering emotional connections, you create a deeper sense of belonging. Consider reflecting on whether you contribute positively to the interactions you engage in, or if you unintentionally add to the negativity. When you approach social situations with this heightened level of awareness, you might notice a transformation in how people respond to you. They'll seek your company not because you're trying to be noticed, but because your presence offers a sense of grounding and comfort. This ability to create a safe space for others is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. In a world where many interactions are driven by ego and impulsiveness, emotional intelligence shines as a beacon of quiet strength. It doesn't demand attention, it resonates with those around you. By embracing emotional insight and social awareness, you navigate life with purpose and grace, creating a silent confidence that is incredibly attractive. Ultimately, developing emotional intelligence is not about achieving perfection, it's about being present, aware, and considerate in your interactions. It involves knowing when to express your thoughts and when to listen, when to lead and when to follow. This delicate balance not only enhances your relationships but also fosters an environment where others feel empowered to express themselves. By nurturing this habit, you will find that people are drawn to your character, not just your words, but the essence of who you are: steady, insightful, and emotionally attuned. You'll leave a lasting impression that resonates long after the conversation concludes. Habit 11. The power of consistency and reliability. Few qualities are as quietly attractive as the ability to be consistent and reliable. In a world where many often overpromise and underdeliver, being someone who can be depended upon, who follows through on commitments and shows up when it matters, distinguishes you in a remarkable way. As Stephen Covey aptly stated, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. This mindset transforms reliability from a passive trait into an active commitment to your values and relationships. It's not about seeking the spotlight or making a show of your reliability. Rather, it's about building trust through steady actions, day in and day out, without needing to draw attention to yourself. Consistency fosters a sense of stability in your relationships. When people know they can count on you, whether for advice, support, or simply keeping your word, it cultivates profound respect. This concept is beautifully illustrated by the example of Mother Teresa, who was known for her unwavering dedication to serving others. Her consistent actions in the face of adversity established her as a trustworthy figure, inspiring countless individuals to follow her lead. You don't need to announce your dependability, it is demonstrated through your actions over time. This reliability helps to establish a solid reputation. People will come to associate you with strength, particularly in moments of uncertainty. For example, think about a friend who consistently shows up for you during tough times. Their reliability reinforces your trust in them, creating a deeper bond. Brené Brown, a researcher on vulnerability and connection, emphasizes that trust is built in small moments over time, stating, "Trust is earned in the smallest of moments." Being reliable doesn't demand perfection, it requires a commitment to show up even when it's inconvenient. It's about embodying the kind of person who, when they promise to do something, follows through without fail. Consider how rare this trait is in today's society. So many individuals cancel plans at the last minute, make promises they don't intend to keep, or only show up when it suits them. By consistently fulfilling your commitments, you stand out not because you're loud, but because you are steadfast. This steadfastness creates a foundation upon which others can rely, enhancing your attractiveness as a dependable person. Stoicism emphasizes discipline and living in alignment with one's principles. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Wait no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This principle of consistency embodies that idea. You need not endlessly discuss your values. Instead, live them and people will take notice. The quiet strength of being dependable cultivates a unique kind of magnetism. People trust you, respect you, and are naturally drawn to your presence because they recognize your grounded nature. Moreover, consistency reflects self-respect. When you are reliable, you are not merely keeping commitments to others, you are honoring the promises you make to yourself as well. For instance, if you commit to a fitness routine or a personal project, following through reinforces your self-worth and builds confidence. Jim Rohn, a motivational speaker, said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Whether it involves pursuing personal goals, maintaining healthy habits, or adhering to your values, being consistent in your actions builds confidence, and that quiet self-assuredness is undeniably attractive. It's not something you force, rather it is earned through your actions. To cultivate this habit, begin by honoring the small commitments you make. When you say you will do something, follow through regardless of how minor it may seem. For example, if you promise a colleague you will assist them with a task, ensure you deliver on that promise. Over time, these small actions accumulate into something more significant. You establish a track record not through grand gestures, but by consistently being present in both the big moments and the small ones. Reliability also includes emotional consistency. It means being calm and predictable in your interactions, which fosters a sense of security for those around you. People are instinctively drawn to those who bring a steady energy into a room, those who are not easily rattled by the chaos of life. When you cultivate emotional steadiness, others feel secure in your presence. For instance, during a crisis, being the one who remains calm and composed can provide a source of comfort and reassurance to those around you. They trust that you won't overreact or disappear when challenges arise, reinforcing your reliability. Take a moment to ask yourself, am I someone that others can rely on? If your answer is not always affirmative, that's okay. Start small. You don't need to become perfectly dependable overnight. Begin by ensuring consistency in your daily routines and honoring your commitments to yourself first. This may involve setting realistic goals, such as dedicating a specific time each day for self-care or personal development. From there, extend that reliability into your relationships. Stand by your word, keep your promises, and be present when it truly counts. Reliability doesn't demand the spotlight, it quietly earns respect over time, and that's what makes it so powerful. In a world filled with distractions and fleeting promises, being someone who is steady and true creates a lasting impact. You become someone that others admire, not because you are trying to impress them, but because your actions consistently reflect who you are. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say." This underscores the importance of integrity and action in building your reputation. Ultimately, silent attractiveness is not about loud declarations or grand displays. It is about cultivating habits like consistency and reliability that build trust, respect, and admiration over time. Be the person who shows up, who follows through, and who lives by their principles without seeking applause. This quiet strength will not only enhance your attractiveness, but will also ensure you leave a positive impact on everyone you encounter. Throughout this exploration of the 11 socially attractive habits, we've uncovered the essence of what it means to be silently magnetic. Each habit is rooted in the principles of calm confidence, quiet strength, and meaningful connection. By embracing your authentic independence, you communicate self-respect and the ability to thrive without external validation. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you cultivate independence, you empower yourself to shape your own narrative, free from the influence of others' opinions. Mastering silent elegance allows you to present yourself with grace and poise, captivating others without the need for grand gestures. Think of figures like the late Steve Jobs, whose understated style and calm demeanor commanded attention and respect. He once said, "Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works." This principle can apply to your personal presentation. It's not just about how you look, but how you carry yourself and interact with others that truly matters. The subtle art of sophistication, expressed through thoughtful details such as your attire or personal grooming, enhances your presence in a way that leaves a lasting impression. Consider how a well-chosen scent can evoke memories and emotions, creating a connection that lingers long after the encounter. This is about being deliberate in how you present yourself to the world. Cultivating cultural wisdom enriches your interactions and allows you to engage deeply with diverse perspectives. This can be as simple as listening to a friend share their cultural background or exploring new cuisines. As Epictetus advised, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your openness to learning about different cultures fosters connections that are both meaningful and enriching. The heartbeat of compassion serves as a reminder of the power of kindness. A simple act of empathy, a warm smile, a genuine compliment can transform someone's day. Remember the story of a stranger who offered you encouragement during a tough time? That compassion not only lifted your spirits but also left a lasting impact on your perception of humanity. It echoes the sentiment of Mother Teresa, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier." Finding joy in laughter and sharing it with those around you lightens the atmosphere, making you a beacon of positivity in a sometimes heavy world. Think of how laughter can diffuse tension during difficult conversations, reminding us of our shared humanity. As Victor Borge famously said, laughter is the shortest distance between two people. It fosters connections and builds trust, making you more relatable and approachable. Prioritizing self-care reflects your commitment to your own well-being, projecting balance and inner strength that draws others to you. This can involve simple practices like taking a walk in nature to recharge, dedicating time to read, or engaging in mindfulness exercises. As the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. When you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to support and uplift those around you. Emotional intelligence and social awareness enable you to navigate relationships with grace, nurturing connections built on understanding and respect. This involves tuning into the feelings of those around you and responding appropriately, whether it's offering a listening ear or recognizing when someone needs space. As Daniel Goleman, the author of Emotional Intelligence, noted, "In a very real sense, we have two minds, one that thinks and one that feels." Balancing both enables you to connect more deeply with others. Finally, being consistent and reliable establishes you as someone others can trust. This is not merely about keeping promises, it's about being the kind of person who shows up for friends and family even when it's inconvenient. The quiet strength of your dependability cultivates a magnetic presence that invites respect. The beauty of these habits lies in their accessibility. They do not require you to change who you are fundamentally. Instead, they invite you to align more closely with the best version of yourself. Silent attraction is not about demanding attention, it is about cultivating a presence that inspires respect and admiration naturally. As you reflect on these habits, consider which ones resonate with you most. Which can you begin to practice today? Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about taking small, intentional steps that gradually reshape your presence. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this episode inspiring, please take a moment to follow, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Engage with us in the comments below. What habits do you already practice, and which ones are you excited to incorporate into your life? Embrace these habits, stay true to yourself, and let your quiet confidence speak volumes. Until next time, remember to remain grounded, intentional, and committed to becoming the best version of yourself.